Hello, this is Patrick from XPression. I'd like to show you a little tip using Microsoft Excel with XPression to make sure that you can share a workbook. Alright, I'm in my XPression user interface and I've got a template here, a scene that I've prepared that I want to have 2 lines of text, and I want to drive this from an Excel spreadsheet. So I've got my Excel spreadsheet set up here. Let me go ahead and pop that open so you can see it. I've got a name column and I've got a title column. So here's the name, there's the title. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save it. I have this here. Great. I'm going to use Datalinq to bind this, and I do have the Datalinq option on my system. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open up my Datalinq server, and I'm going to go ahead and click Add New, and I'm going to do an ADODB source. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to choose Select Template, and from the template tools, I'm going to choose Excel XLSX, and I'm going to click OK. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my workbook. I'm going to use that one that I had just shown you. It's in my project folders, so I'm going to use that. Now, what I want you to notice is this. When I click Test Connection, I'm going to see this error telling me that Microsoft Access Database Engine cannot open or write the file it is already opened or used by another user, and you need permission to view or write its data. Now, here's what's going on. Our friends at Microsoft have asked you to embrace OneDrive, which is a great product and it's a great workflow tool. But we need this file on our local file system. Now, I want to be able to share this, and what basically is happening is I'm as an operator in Excel using this application, but XPression is also technically an operator using this application. And right now, there isn't a lot of easy ways to share it here because Microsoft would like you to use this as a web page on OneDrive. Well, I'm going to show you a little trick. If I go to File, all the way down at the bottom, I click on Options. From Options, I'm going to do Customize Ribbon. I'm going to come over to the right side here, and I'm going to add a new group on the Review tab. So you're going to see Review. I'm going to add a new group here, and I'm going to call it, I'm going to leave it as Expression, but I'm going to change it here because it comes up as New Group. So I want to go ahead, right-click, Rename, and I'm going to call it Expression. I can pick any one of these cute little icons that I want to use here. I'm just going to give it a little smiley face and click OK. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, choose commands from, and popular commands is here. But what I want to do is all commands. And I'm looking for a command for sharing. So I'm going to scroll down here pretty quick because I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going. And I'm looking for share workbook legacy. Now what I'm going to do is I've got that selected in the left column. I've got my XPression folder in the right column. I'm going to click add. And that puts the Share Workbook Legacy. I'm going to click OK. Now I come to my Review tab, and you're going to see I've got my Share Workbook Legacy. I'm going to click on that button, and I'm going to tell it to use the old Shared Workbooks feature instead of the new co-authoring experience. I'm going to click OK. This action will need to save the book. I say yes. I'm going to ignore this because I don't really care. I'm going to choose that floppy drive. Now, I come over here and I test connection again. Look at that, my connection is successfully established. And that lets me go ahead and put this in. So I'm going to call this Excel test, just so I have it here. I can click browse so I can see what it looks like. You see I've got my headers, I've got my titles. Great. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up that worksheet, and I've got everything set. John Doe, man on the street. Perfect. I'm going to come in here. So I'm going to choose my name here, template field, or text object I should say. I'm going to go over to Datalinq. I'm going to click the Set button. I'm going to choose my Excel test. I'm going to browse to my sheet. I'm going to choose the name field. I'm going to click OK. And that falls in. It's already there, actually. Second thing, I'm going to go to my title line, do the same thing. I'm going to choose Excel test. I'm going to go in and browse. I'm going to find man on the street. Click OK. And I'm going to do an interesting little trick here. Now, theoretically, that should just work. But I'm going to call it my Excel spreadsheet. And I'm going to move it over to the side here so you can see I'm going to change this to Henry Jones has no bones. And I'm going to click save, and you'll notice that it doesn't change immediately. Now here's why, because this is something else somebody keeps asking me. So I'm going to go back to my Datalinq control panels. I'm going to go ahead and choose configure, and I want you to notice down here it says refresh every 0 seconds. Change that to 1. And look at that, now it will change. So if I come back in here and I change this to Jane Doe works for So government, spelled that wrong. And then click Control S to save. It changes it right away. So those are two big important things. The most important one, you saw me go into my Excel worksheet and share that legacy workbook. This allows multiple users to connect to this. Again, if you're using it on the shared drive, you've got a producer who wants to poke at this, you've got yourself who wants to poke at this, you've got the XPression system. All those count as operators or users on the Excel workbook. So if you have that share workbook legacy button there, I go ahead and put it on my toolbar so that it's always available to me no matter what spreadsheet I open. I check that anytime I get a warning, and now I'm good to work in Excel.